Hello dear students, welcome to Esther Fashion and Services. My name is Zawadi. Today we'll be learning how to make this wrap dress you see on the screen. These are the material I'll be using: tape measure, ruler, scissors and chalk. I'm using 6 yards of African print material. I just fold small piece for the back. This is for the back. I fold it into 2. These are the measurements I'll be using: shoulder 9.5 inches, bust 48 inches, waist 41 inches, shoulder to waist 19.5 inches, shoulder to bust 13 inches, nipple to nipple 5 inches, full length 45 inches. To know the amount of fabric to fold, I divide the round bust measurement by 4 plus 3. You can add more or less than that depending on your size. And the width is 15 inches. What I will be doing next is to mark the starting line. There's no any specific measurement for it. You can go down by ½ inch or 1 inch. This is the starting line. Can you see? So the shoulder to waist measurement I'm working with is 19.5 inches. I'm going to mark here 19.5 inches. This is 19.5 inches. I'm going to mark here 19.5 inches. Then I will add ½ inch to it for sewing allowance. After this, I connect like this. The back neckline I'm working with is 4 inches by 1.5 inches. 4 inches neck width and 1.5 inch neck depth. I mark here 1.5 inch neck depth. After this, I connect with my curve ruler. This is neckline for the back. The shoulder measurement I'm working with is 9 inches. I'm going to mark 9 inches here. This is 9 inches. I mark here 9 inches. Then I will add ½ inch for seam allowance. Okay, from this point I will go down by 1 inch to create the shoulder slope. After this, I will connect from this point to neck width like this. Can you see? Now I'm going to create the armhole and the chest line. You need your round bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inch, which will give me 9.5 inches, plus this 1 inch for the shoulder slope, which will give me 10.5 inches because I need a straight line. So after this, I will connect with a straight ruler like this. Can you see? So the shoulder measurement I'm working with is 9.5 inches plus ½ inch seam allowance, which will give me 10 inches. So I'm going to mark 10 inches here from the chest line. I will repeat the same thing and mark 9.5 inches plus ½ inch seam allowance. After this, I will use the straight ruler and connect like this. So what I will be doing next is to mark the midpoint. I'm going to divide it like this and mark. From this point, I will go in by ½ inch and mark. Then I will use the straight ruler to connect from the shoulder slope to this point here, like this. The round bust measurement I'm working with is 48 inches divided by 4 will give me 12 inches. I'm going to mark 12 inches here. I mark 12 inches. Then I will add 1.5 inch for ease and seam allowance. 1.5 inch. After this, I will connect with my curve ruler like this. I connect it like this. Can you see? So my round waist measurement I'm working with is 41 inches. 41 inches divided by 4 will give me 10.25 inches. So I'm going to mark here 10.25 inches. This is 10.25 inches, 10.25 inches. Then I will add 1.5 inch for that. After this, I will add again 1.5 inch for ease and seam allowance. Now I will bring my straight ruler and connect from the chest line to waist line like this. Can you see? So this is it. What I'll be doing next is to mark my bust span measurement. The nipple to nipple measurement I'm working with is 5 inches and mark. Then I repeat the same thing from the waistline and mark 5 inches. After this, I connect. I open my dart with 0.75 inch on both sides. Okay. From the chest line, I go down by 1 inch. Then I bring the straight ruler and connect like this. Hope you can see what I am doing. So this is the back. After this, I will bring the scissors and cut it out like this. Can you see? I cut it out like this. This is the back. From the shoulder line, I will mark 0.5 inch for seam allowance. I mark here 0.5 inch. Can you see? And mark here again 0.5 inch. After this, I will connect with the straight ruler like this. This is for the shoulder joining. After this, I will continue with my scissors and cut out the back. What I'll be doing next is to bring the second piece and cut the front. This is it, and the fabric is folded into two. Can you see? Now I will bring the back and place it on top of the front like this. This is the back. I place it on top of the front. Can you see? The width of the front is bigger than the back because the front is going to overlap. From the center back, I'm going to mark 8 inches. I mark 8 inches here and then I connect with the straight ruler like this. So I'm going to cut below so to make the waist equal with the front. I'm going to use my scissors and cut below the waistline. After this, I will open the front like this. Then I will trim the excess. This is it. I'm going to mark the neckline. The neck width of the back is the same with the neck width of the front. So from this point here, I will go up by 1.5 inch. You can use more or less than that. It depends of your preference. After this, I'll bring the straight ruler and connect from the neck width to this point here. Can you see like this? I connect it like this. After this, I'll bring the scissors and cut out the fabric like this. Can you see? This is it, and I am done cutting it out. And this is how it will look like. I notched the dart. Hope you can see that. I notched the dart. I'm going to draw the line on the center front so that I will be able to transfer my dart. I'm going to mark my dart. My nipple to nipple measurement is 5 inches. I'm going to mark 5 inches starting from the center front. Then I mark 5 inches like this. I mark 5 inches. Then I connect with the straight rule. After this, I'm going to mark from the shoulder to bust point, which is 13 inches. I'm going to mark like this. Can you see? After this, I will open my dart with 0.75 inch on both sides. Then I connect with the straight ruler and repeat the same thing on the other side of the front. Now we are going to cut the skirt, and to cut the half cycle, you need your round waist measurement divided by 3.14. I'm going to start with the front. I'm going to measure the waist measurement for the front minus 1.5 inch for that. Okay, so I measure 22 inches for the round waist measurement for the front. 22 inches minus 1.5 inch will give me 20.5 inches times 2 will give me 41 inches. Remember, the front is 2 pieces. 14 divided by 3.14 will give me 13.057. I will use 13 inches. So the radius is 13 inches. The radius is 13 inches for the front. Okay, remember it's half cycle. The full length of the dress I'm working with is 45 inches. So the full length of the dress is 45 inches. The length is 45 inches. And the half length from the shoulder to waist measurement is 19.5 inches. So 45 inches minus 19.5 inches will give me 25.5 inches. So the length of the skirt is 25.5 inches. I'm going to minus 6 inches to it because I will add the pleat to it. Now will give me 19.5 inches. Skirt length is 19.5 inches. Okay, so 19.5 inches. The radius is 13 inches. I'm going now to add 13 inches for the skirt length. 13 inches plus 19.5 inches. 13 plus 19.5 inches. 13 plus 19.5 inches will give me 32.5 inches. So I'm going to mark here 32.5 inches. It's 32.5 inches. 32.5 inches. 32.5 inches. Then you can add your seam allowance. You can add half inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inch. It depends of your preference. Just add your seam allowance. Okay, then it will give me 34 inches. So I'm going to cut 34 inches. Okay, so for the back I will repeat the same process. Okay, I will repeat the same thing. You need to measure your round waist measurement for the back. Remember, the back is folded as well. Then minus 1.5 inch for that. Okay, Mine is 13.75 inches minus 1.5 inch. For that will give me 12.25 inches. Times 2 will give me 24.5 inches. 24.5 inches divided by 3.14 will give me 7.8 inches. So the radius for the back is 7.8 inches. 7.8 inches. I'm going to use 7.8 inches. The radius for the back is 7.8 inches. Remember, the skirt length is 19.5 inches. Okay, skirt length is 19.5 inches. I'm going to add the radius to it. Okay, 7.8 inches plus 19.5 inches. 7.8 inches is the radius plus 19.5 inches will give me 27.3 inches. Will give me 27.3 inches. I write down here 27.3 inches plus 1.5 inch seam allowance will give me 28.8 inches. I write down here 28.8 inches for the back, and for the front is 34 inches skirt length. Okay, this is the fabric I will be using, and the length is 45 inches. The fabric is folded into two. Can you see? The fabric is folded into two. After folding into two, now you need to measure the width of the fabric, which is 34 inches. Remember, the front is 34 inches, so the width is 34 inches. Can you see? So I'm going to measure here 34 inches, which is the skirt length for the front. After folding into two, I'm going to fold again into another two to make it 4 for the half cycle. Can you see? This is how I fold the half cycle. So the fabric now is folded into 4. The fabric is folded into 4. After this, I'll bring my pin and hold the fabric down. So this is how it look like. The radius for the front is 13 inches. Remember, the radius is 13 inches, and I think you know how to get the radius. So my measurement is starting from the top and mark 13 inches, which is the radius. So I mark 13 inches, my measurement starting from the top. Hope you can see that. Then I cross check the measurement. Can you see? And I have 10.25 inches. 10.25 inches times 4 will give me 41 inches, which is the round waist measurement for the front. Remember, okay, skirt length for the front is 34 inches. 34 inches. I'm going to mark 34 inches starting from the top here. Then I will mark 34 inches. Can you see? 34 inches. My measurement starts here from the top. Then I mark 34 inches. I will mark 34 inches all around like this. 34 inches. After this, I connect the point together. Okay, and repeat here also. I connect the point together. So you can add here half inch seam allowance. Okay, half inch seam allowance like this. So I'll bring my scissors and cut out the fabric. So this is the scissors. I cut it out like this. Hope you can see what I am doing. And this is the front. I open the front and I will cut in the middle. Remember, the front is 2 pieces. It's going to overlap. So I'll bring my scissors and cut in the middle because we need 2 pieces for the front. So this is it. I will put the front aside, then I will cut the back. This is the back. The length is 45 inches. The width is 28.8. The width is 28.8. So the fabric is folded into 2. Remember, the fabric is folded into 2. After folding into 2, you can check your measurements, which is the skirt length is 28.8 inches. After this, you fold again into another 2 to make it 4. So the fabric is folded into 4 now. Now I'm going to mark the length of the skirt, which is 28.8 inches. So I mark here 28.8 inches. I will mark it across like this. Can you see? I mark 28.8 inches. This is 28.8 inches. Then I connect the point together. The radius is 7.8 inches. I'm going to mark the radius for the back, which is 7.8 inches. The measurement starting from the top and mark 7.8 inches. I mark all around like this. Can you see? Then I connect. I'm going to cross check my measurement. I have 6.25 inches. 6.25 inches. So now I'm going to add my seam allowance. Okay, I add the seam allowance for the joining here. After this, I bring the scissors and cut out like this. Hope you can see what I am doing. And this is the back. The back is one piece. I will put the skirt aside and bring the top. This is the bodice, the front. First, I'm going to stitch the dart, okay? I'll bring my pin and hold the dart down like this. Then I will stitch. And repeat the same thing on the second piece of the front. I hold the dart with the pin. After this, then I will stitch, okay? So I'm going to bring the skirt. This is the skirt. I will take just one piece of the skirt and one piece of the top. This is the top. I turn it on the right side. Then I place the skirt on top of it, right side facing. Then I will stitch. I will use ½ inch and stitch. I will stitch like this. Then I will repeat the same thing on the second piece of the front. I will place the skirt on top like this. Hope you can see that. Okay, right side facing, then I will stitch with ½ inch. After this, I will repeat the same thing for the back as well. This is the back. This is the back, and I will stitch first the dart. I will hold the dart with the pin like this. Then I will stitch. I will stitch like this, and repeat the same thing on this side. I will use the pin to hold the dart down. Then I will stitch. After stitching the dart, then I will go ahead and stitch the skirt. I bring the skirt and place it on top of the back. Then I will use my pin to hold the fabric down like this. After holding down, I will stitch, okay? Then I will stitch like this. After stitching, so I will go ahead now and stitch the shoulder and attach the front to the back, okay, and stitch the shoulder. After stitching the shoulder, I will stitch the side as well, and then I'll show you what to do next, okay? So I'm going to stitch the shoulder and the sides. I'm done stitching the shoulder, okay? This is the shoulder. I'm done stitching the shoulder, can you see? Then I stitch the side as well. I'm done stitching the side, can you see? This is the dress, can you see? And this is the front, is overlap. Hope you can see that. What I'll be doing next, I will carve one piece of the front. After that, I will measure the round neckline because I'm going to cut the collar. So I will measure like this, starting from the center back, going down, starting here from the center back. Then I will measure all the way down like this. Can you see? After this, I will go ahead now and cut the collar. Before cutting the collar, I'm going to carve one piece of the front, okay? I'm going to carve one piece of the front like this. This is just one piece of the front. I will bring my chalk and carve it this way like this. I didn't measure anything, but I just carve it this way. Can you see? I carve it this way like this. When I get what I want, I will go ahead and bring the scissors and cut it out. So this is what I want. I use my scissors and cut this out like this. Hope you can see what I am doing. What I will be doing next is to cut the fabric for the pleat, okay? So I will cut a long one. You can cut as long as you wish, but it will be long, or you can measure and you make ×2 or ×3. This is the fabric, okay? I cut it very long, as you can see. Is very long. I'm going to make the pleat with it. The width of this fabric is 7 inches, includes the 1 inch for the sewing allowance. I will open here, can you see? Then I will stitch around. I will make a pleat, okay? So this is the fabric, you can see it's very long. I will stitch like this and make the pleat on it. Can you see? I will pleat it this way like this all around. I will pleat it, okay? After this, before pleating, I will go ahead and bring my collar. This is the collar. I cut 2 pieces of the collar, can you see? This is 2 pieces of the collar. The width is 4 inches, 4 inches, okay? And the length is the length of the neckline, the place where you want your collar to stop. So this is it. What I will be doing next, I will place one piece on top of the other like this. Can you see? I place one piece on top of the other. Then I'm going to fold it into 2, okay? I fold it this way into two like this. Can you see? On the center of the collar. After this, I bring my chalk and shape the collar. You can use any shape you want, okay? I'm going to shape it this way like this. Then I use my scissors to trim out the excess like this. Can you see? I trim out the excess. After this, I will open again the collar this and show you how it look like. This is the collar. Can you see? This is the collar. So now I will stitch here. I'm going to stitch here. I will use half inch and stitch all the way down. Can you see? I'm going to stitch here the place where I carve. So I'm done cutting the sleeve. This is the sleeve. Is full cycle sleeve. If you don't know how to cut a full cycle sleeve, I'll drop the link in the description box below. Okay, quickly let's go to the sewing machine and stitch, then I'll show you the result. This is the dress. I'm done stitching. This is the pleat. Hope you can see that. I'm done stitching the pleat on it and hem below as well. This is how it look like. Can you see? It's beautiful. And this is the sleeve. This is the sleeve. I'm going to use my bias on the net. Okay, I will use the bias on the net of the sleeve. So I will stitch it round. This is the rope. I have 4 of them. I'm going to stitch. I will stitch one on the center of the front, another one on the side like this. Can you see? Can you see? Another one on the other side, the center of the front as well, and then on the side. So it means 2 hoops on the center of the front and 2 hoops on the side. Okay, I'm done stitching the collar. This is the collar and this is how it look like. I'm done stitching here. I'm going to turn it on the right side like this. I turn the collar on the right side. Can you see? And this is how it look like. So I will fold it into 2 like this and notch the midpoint. This is the midpoint. I notch the midpoint like this. After this, I bring the dress. Then I'm going to notch the center back like this. I bring the scissors and notch the midpoint. Okay, the midpoint of the back neckline. So I bring my collar. Then I'm going to attach like this. The center back of the collar will match with the center back of the dress. Okay, then I bring my pin to hold the fabric down like this. I'm going to use the pin all the way down. Okay, so I use my pin and hold the fabric down like this and repeat the same thing on the other side as well. After this, I will stitch. I will use half inch and stitch. After stitching, I will show you the results and then we are done. This is the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Still Esther Fashion and Services. See you.